Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the I.S.U.P.K like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the I.S.U.P.K. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahawashi, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
Dear hater, you for real hater? Must not be on like you say, must not be getting no real paper. One West, nigga. Dear hater, you for real hater? Must not be on like you say, must not be getting no real paper. Nigga can't have more than you know them niggas will still hate you. Damn. Those are characteristics in a pussy nigga nature. Talk that shit behind my back, but be on mute when it's a facial. Smiling in my face, but you can't hide all of that hatred. I'm too silent, you a snake. I see that shit a mile away. Man of war, and I'm not sorry, blame that shit on U.P.K. Pussy ass nigga, you a pussy ass nigga. Oh, you confused, you think pussy ass nigga. This ain't drag racing, why you got that drag with you? I'm a bad kidder, pull up with two bad bitches. Masculinity be the reason she She say she loving all that big priest energy. Don't remember me when I step in the facility. I'm screaming I.S.U.P.K, fuck the enemy. Ooh, hey, this that one Westworld shit right here. Think I ain't got the bitch on me, you tripping, homie, that bitch right here. Brown liquor, don't sip that clip. Cloud of vision, let's get shit clipped. I ain't even fuck around, homie, put the crown on me, yeah, this my year. Yeah. And I do this shit for my niggas who solid. I ain't resentful, I truly acknowledge you ain't in this truth and you ain't in this body, cause bitch, you want body. We see it coming cause we really prophets. Oh, want you about it, but you didn't stop it. A hard head make a soft fast, I guess that's why you soft with your soft bag. Hood nigga that can outclass bougie bitches who talking about class. Soon as you cut a motherfucker, they be like, why you talking to me like that? Valuable lesson. Before you judge, I will check the reflection. Real love is correction. Real love is perfection. Ain't a flaw in it, this is raw business. Brotherhood is a weapon. Fuck around and get stepped on, trying to step, watch how you step. Fuck around and get stepped on, trying to step, watch how you step. 10 times out of 10 when we get it in, nigga, it's a win. If you ain't in the U.P.K, then nigga, it's a sin. Cause it's only one body, one truth, nigga, one spirit, yeah, one God. But when the shit hit the fan, pussy nigga ran, they got in the win. When niggas saying he was down, but really the nigga switch. Niggas saying he a ride for him, but really the nigga snitch. Really the nigga quit. Hey, really the nigga bitch. Yeah, and I'm just telling you the truth about it, this ain't even a diss. Yeah, this how them niggas be acting. Talking that shit like they really be about it, but when it come down to the action, that's when you find out that they lacking. That's when you find out that they acting. And fucking with my niggas, it's a sure way to end up in the casket. Bitches us against the masses. I don't mind getting dirty, but watch how I clean it up when it get nasty. I lift that Nina up and get the flashing, just cause I love my niggas with a passion. Yeah, ooh, just cause I love my niggas with a passion. Borders are blue and friendship for the fashion. Yeah, you understand me? We standing tall on what we believe in. Yeah, either you stand on something or you fall for anything. Believe that. Look, and if you standing on the wrong thing, you falling anyway. One West, Lost Tribe.
So I have to be honest and let you know that I screamed a little bit when I heard you say, "What's up, baby?" Ah, man, like what? What are we gonna do? Because this is torture.
Just call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my can't bleed and request me. Call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my.
From a spark to a flame, it burns bright. Like the feeling when you finally got my name right. Like a star in the dark, you provide light. Yeah, this could turn into something if we align right. I see you trying to change your life cause you want better. What I'm convinced in 6 months better is together. A story written for the ages, so in this short time, let's be open books. Explore pages like, are you down through all the changes? Job finds out I'm an Israelite. I lose wages, how about the times and every month when you change phases, and after that, getting your cheeks clapped in different places. Matter of fact, I tell you now, you'll need leg braces, cause after camp, do benevolence, sensations, and after camp, excavations and temptations. Move that damn hand, girl, that's a violation. Can you follow orders, I wonder, cause when I'm mad, my voice sound like thunder. It's all love, my pretty dove, just want you to be something that I'm proud of. It's my job to correct, so never disrespect. A white rose, you want to be chose, I'ma hit your camp leader, see how it goes, and pray that he don't oppose, cause that's how this old U.P.K thing goes. Decently and in order so we escape woes. You really do impress me, and now I can't wait until your spirit reflects me. Look in the mirror and tell yourself you accept me, and take the steps to call my camp leader and
just
request
call
me.
My camp leader and request me. Call my camp leader and request me. Just call my.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting excited. Oh, yeah. I'm getting excited. Yeah, I did hear that music.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. It's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. And since 1969, we have been teaching the truth, according to the Bible, that blacks, Hispanics, and natives are the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? What y'all think about that song, man? What y'all thought about that song? That Request Me, man. That thing, I think it's pretty hard. You know what I mean? It's a pretty good song. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Hey, man, we back in here again with the Brotherhood class. I'm gonna say Shalom, y'all, Bashim, y'all, Shabbat to all the brothers. Shalom, y'all, with Shemar Lathan, Bashim, y'all, shout all the sisters, man. Let me see who all up in here real quick, man. Hey, Shalom, Faye, good to see you. How was Shemar Lathan, Bashim, y'all, Shah. Sister Alexandra in the building. Most High Christ, sister, good to see you. River Officer Kunat Dot. Damn right, good to see you, sis. Most High Christ. That's on fire, man. That's on fire, man. You know what I'm saying? That's on fire, man. I know the other brothers on the way, so they're a little behind, but it's all good. We're gonna get it going anyway, man. So tonight, man, what we talking about? Tonight we're talking about what kind of brother do you want to be, right? What kind of brother do you want to be? That's the question. And it also applies to sisters as well, right? What kind of sister do you want to be? What kind of brother do you want to be in this truth? You know what I'm saying? There's so many things that we get taught out here in this world, man, about like, how to be a man, how to be a woman. There's so many opinions about what y'all think is right and what y'all think is wrong, what we think is right and what we think is wrong. But how do you know what's right? And how do you become a brother, right? And especially when you put it in the lens of the truth, right? How do you become a brother when it comes down to the truth, man? You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to I.S.U.P.K, right? We are in the army, right? We're in the army right here, right? This is a military structure, you understand? Because we are a military for the Lord, right? So how do you be a brother in the military, in this army, in this, you know what I'm saying? How do you do that? So I got a couple of questions, you know what I mean? A couple of questions I'm gonna ask y'all, man. Y'all throw it in the chat, man. What does the world say a man is, right? What does the world say a man is? And I'm gonna give y'all a couple of seconds to say that. Put your answers in the chat. What does the world say a man is? Listen, we're going live from the North Huntsville Public Library. So if you're in Huntsville and you want to get in, make sure you come up here to the North Huntsville Public Library, man. We got it going on this evening. You know what I'm saying? Every Tuesday, we're gonna try to be up here, man. You know what I'm saying? Every Tuesday, 6 o'clock at the North Huntsville Public Library, we're gonna be up here. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you check out the WhatsApp. Scan your TV, scan if you can, you know what I'm saying? Scan the phone, join our WhatsApp so you can stay in contact with us, man. If you need things, if you need something, right? If you need something, you can hit us up in the WhatsApp, right? You can get quick access to it. Make sure you in there. We got law class coming up tomorrow at 6:30. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be right here on this channel, I.S.U.P.K Alabama on Facebook, No Cowards I.S.U.P.K Alabama on YouTube. Check us out. Saturday, we should be having Sabbath service at noon. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all tie in with us, man, and check in with us, man. And y'all get to come learn something, man. You know what I mean? Come learn something in the class, man. You know what I mean? If you got questions, you can bring them out too, right? Bring out your questions anytime you want to in class, man. We'll take care of them. All right? You got one answer in the comments. The question that I'm asking is, what does the world say a man is, right? Right? And the sister said, like you say, provider. Okay. They definitely say a man is a provider. That's what the world say a man is. You know what I'm saying? The world definitely says a man's supposed to be a provider. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be a provider. You know what I mean? Man, the world also says that a man is a person, and this is what mostly men say, right? A man is a person that gets a lot of money, right? This is a man that get a lot of money. Somebody that getting a lot of money, that's a man right there. You know what I'm saying? Or he's big and strong, right? You know what I'm saying? Or he's he got a fly car. Once you get a car, you a man. You know what I'm saying? Once you get a house, you a man. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? What else is it? You know what I'm saying? They say all kind of stuff, man. Like, you know what I mean? You got a job, you got a house, you got a car, you a man. You know what I'm saying? You hit 18 years old, you a man, right? But is that really what a man is, right? Is a man a provider? Is that the only thing that a man is? You know what I'm saying? If he's a provider, if nothing else, does that mean he's a man? You know what I'm saying? Right? Well, what do y'all, now let me ask y'all this. What do y'all think a brother is according to what you know in the truth, right? What is a brother according to the truth? You know what I'm saying? What is a brother according to the Bible? What is a man according to the Bible? What is a man supposed to do according to the Bible? What are some characteristics of that man? You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think a man is supposed to do according to the Bible, right? Right? It ain't gotta be it ain't gotta be 100% correct. You understand? You in class, right? So if you got something you want to say, go and bring it up. You know what I mean? Sister said protector, right? Man's supposed to protect it. He's supposed to protect, right? I agree with that. Sister said he's the prize. That's a mind shift right there. Now, if you say that, sis, you go out here and you say that, you're gonna get attacked. You're gonna be mishandled out here. They're gonna look at you. You know what I'm saying? You say that in these internet streets, they're gonna handle you like something wrong with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you go to these you put that on your Facebook page. I promise you're gonna get about 100 comments from single sisters. You know what I mean? I try not to cuss. You know what I mean? You might have some kids watching. But you get about 100 comments from single sisters, and they just talking about how you crazy, how the man ain't the prize, and this, that, and the third, man. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, that's a mind shift. It is not about the woman. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because the man is the prize in the sense that it ain't all about the woman. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, neither one of us are worth a goddamn. Salakia. I said I wasn't gonna cuss Salakia. A man or a woman out here in America, learning this mindset, learning the theology we've learned in America, ain't worth 25 cents. You understand what I'm saying? If you have to clean yourself up, you have to clean yourself and baptize yourself to get rid of this theology that we got in America, to realize that, okay, now you really are something to be worthy of having, right? Because you look at Erykah Badu, which takes me to my next point, right? You look at like Marvin Sapp, right? Marvin Sapp, if you don't know who Marvin Sapp is, Marvin Sapp was the brother that locked the church doors and said, hey, I need $20 from every single person. He did a strong arm robbery on the whole church, man. You know what I'm saying? He said he needs $20 from every single person in the church. He got 40 bands out of him. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you learning that, you would think, the world would think that Marvin Sapp is the prize. That's a terrible example of a man. That's a terrible example of a brother. Who else? What's the brother? That's the brother. Haryala. You know what I'm saying? That's the brother that been down in Guerrilla Hebrew. And how he's down in Guerrilla Hebrew and destroying the whole camp over there, right? Just so he can get his own thing started. That's a horrible example of a brother. That's a horrible example of a man. You know what I'm saying? And there's some more out here, man. There's more horrible examples of brothers, horrible examples of men where they actually are not the prize, right? But then there's other examples of men that are the prize, right? Like you look at brothers in school, you know what I'm saying? Like your Leo, man, I'm specifically talking about. So like that brother Kunat Azadak, that's a prize. That's a good brother that's going after trying to learn these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? The men is all the men and women in the I.S.U.P.K are prizes because we are going after these scriptures and learning how to be better people. You know what I'm saying? But you go out here and you catch you a sexy red, nigga, you done caught, not only did you catch a monster, you caught venereal diseases and all kind of stuff going on, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. And what's another terrible example? I had to bring this one out because I wrote it down. Sierra. Sierra is another horrible example. You feel me? That's another horrible example of a woman. You know what I'm saying? But that's who the world puts in front of us that we're supposed to follow after, right? So if these are bad examples of a man and bad examples of women, what's a good example of a woman, right? What is a woman supposed to be, right? If we're talking about what kind of sister do you want to be, what kind of brother you want to be, who can you model yourself after? You know what I'm saying? What characteristics can you follow after if you want to be a good sister? You know what I'm saying? You want to be a good brother. What characteristics can you follow after? And specifically right now, we're talking about sisters. So put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Tell me who are some good examples of what scriptures or what is a good woman, right? What is a good example of a woman? And I hope you don't put Beyonce or Cardi B or, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I hope you don't say none of them. You know what I'm saying? We can't have none of them to be examples for our sisters and our children, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. All right. The sister says submissive and quiet, kind. 100% agree with that. Right? You gotta be submissive. You gotta be quiet, right? Those are key characteristics for any brother that's trying to get a rib. That woman should know how to be submissive and know when to be quiet. You understand? That's very important. That's very important, man. You know what I mean? Especially for a young brother out here that's trying to get a rib, that's looking for a rib, you looking for a good woman. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that woman knows how to be quiet. That woman knows how to submit to your authority. Because if you don't, you're going to have to fight every single day. You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn, you got to get you somebody that can be, damn right, sis, Proverbs 31 woman, right? You can be virtuous woman, right? And what does it mean to be virtuous? I'm going to ask you, Faith, since you put it up in the chat. You know what I'm saying? It says, what does it mean to be virtuous? What does it mean to be virtuous? What does it mean to be virtuous? Or what is virtue if you want to go like that, right? What does it mean to be virtuous? Righteous, God, Most High Christ. Righteous is good, right? That's a good answer. I'm going to give you a better answer, and I'm going to share my screen so I can give you this definition. Righteous is a good answer, though. I ain't going to say that's wrong. That's 100% correct. If you're going to be virtuous, you got to be righteous. But you also have to have this. Make sure y'all can see my screen. Most High Christ. So, this is virtue by definition, right? It says behavior showing high moral standards, right? High moral standards, that's righteous, right? A quality considered morally good or desirable in a person, again, that goes back to righteousness, but then also a good or useful quality of a thing. That part right there doesn't get brought out enough when we talk about what is a virtuous woman, right? What is a virtuous woman? Not only is she righteous, but she also has good qualities and useful qualities about her. You understand? Now you go out here and you look at these sisters out here in the world, you might find a sister that thinks she's righteous, but she can't cook. She can't sew. She can't clean her house well. You understand? She can't, you understand what I'm saying? She can't make no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be virtuous means not only are you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God, but you also have qualities that are useful to build glory to your house. You understand? Now, as a woman that is trying to be, you know what I mean, for the single sisters out there that you're looking for a husband, you should be figuring out how can you, one, keep these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God, but how can you also be useful and bring glory to your husband's house? You understand? What can you do to help bring this house up? What can you do? Because your brother, because this man that you married is going to be out here fighting a war, literally fighting a war with the world outside here and inside of him. What are you bringing to keep peace? What are you bringing to make sure that he's actually, you feel me, willing to come home? You know what I'm saying? What are you bringing to the table that makes him say, okay, he's happy to be here with you? You know what I mean? Are you sewing? Are you, you know what I'm saying? Can you sew some fringes on a nigga pants? Can you cook a nigga a good meal? You feel me? Well, can you go get some money so you can go buy a good meal and bring it home to him? You understand? Those are the things that you got to make sure you're able to do if you want to be a good sister. And on the reverse side, we start talking about brothers. You know what I'm saying? What are brothers supposed to do? What makes a good man? You know what I mean? What makes a good brother? Right? What does the world say? I had this definition right here. What does the world say? Let me zoom in a little bit because I'm blind right now. What does the world say a woman is? right? The world says, and I said, an independent man or woman that doesn't need a natural born man to help her. And I thought that was pretty funny, but it's real relevant. But what is a man, right? So what is a brother supposed to be? I said it's somebody that looks out for others, takes care of their responsibilities, right? Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 5. Ecclesiasticus, like you. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 and verse 5. And let's see, what is a brother supposed to be? And this, of course, applies to both brothers and sisters. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6. Let's read it on the phone. I was gonna try to share my screen and show y'all, man. Yeah, just pull it up on the phone real quick. If y'all can still hear me pretty good, put a 1 in the chat, Baba Kashai. Like my internet might be going slow real quick right now. If you can hear me well, put a 1 in the chat. Most High Christ, the water says. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6. Let's start at verse 5. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, we're going to start at verse 5, right? This is what it says. Like the water says. Y'all putting 1 in the chat. Sweet language will multiply friends, and a fair speaking tongue will increase kind greetings, right? It says sweet language will multiply friends, right? So if you can talk well to people, if you can, you know, what's up, big dog? What up, home? You know what I mean? You talking about sweet language. What's up, sis? How you doing? You know what I mean? Having that sweet language, folks don't want to talk to you. You know what I mean? And a fair speaking tongue, you know what I mean? Again, like what we just talked about, will increase kind greetings. Verse 6, be in peace with many, right? You should never go out here looking to war with somebody, looking to battle with somebody all the time, right? Of course, there's going to be times when you got to battle, you got to go to war, you got to have these conversations with people, right? But it says, be in peace with many. Nevertheless, have but one counselor of 1,000. Now, let me ask y'all, what does that mean to have but one counselor of 1,000, right? It says, be in peace with many. Nevertheless, have but one counselor of 1,000. What does that mean right there? What does that mean? I'll put it in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? We interacting today. We interacting with y'all today, man. What does it mean to be in peace with, not to be in peace with many, but have but one counselor of 1,000? What does that mean? You know what I mean? Make sure y'all, if you're in the class, make sure y'all checking in, you know what I'm saying, and signing the attendance, Baba Pusha. Yeah, I mean, we definitely checking that attendance. You know what I'm saying? You can get your name, get your 90 days in, you can get your name, get raised up in here, man. You know what I mean? Show you, and that's something we're gonna talk about tonight, right? You want to know what kind of brother you want to be, right? You want to know what kind of brother you want to be, what kind of brother you want to be. But if you're not showing yourself worthy, that's the first thing you should do. You should be willing to show yourself worthy. Show yourself worthy of completing 90 days. Show yourself worthy of coming into class. Show yourself worthy of driving down to Birmingham every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? This is just, you got to show yourself worthy. You should seek it to show yourself worthy. You know what I'm saying? And you can do that by checking in the class, coming in here at the North Huntsville Public Library. You know what I'm saying? Get in touch with the brothers and figure out where we're going to be at and show up. You feel me? All right. So again, the question that I asked, nevertheless, have but one counselor of 1,000. What does that mean? Sister Alexandra says, like it, sir, not get your information from a lot of people. I think that's worth it. You know what I'm saying? That's you kind of close to it, right? I would say that to not be getting counsel from every single body, right? You asking everybody, man, I'm having problems in my marriage. What do I need to do about this? You know what I'm saying? What do I need to do about this problem I'm having with my marriage? You know what I'm saying? What do I need to do about this? You going to every Sally, Jane, and Sam about trying to solve your problems. But Sally, Jane, and Sam is having problems in their marriage, or they ain't even married, and they not fit. They're not fit to tell you what to do about it, right? Having a counsel of 1,000 means you are going to your camp leader, and you going to a wise man to get counseling on your situation, right? So you're not getting your information from everybody. You're not getting counseling from everybody. You're going to the brothers in the I.S.U.P.K to get counsel. Anybody can go to Miss Cleo, right? Anybody can call Miss Cleo and get counsel. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can go to a Christian pastor and get counsel, but the counsel you're going to get from them ain't going to be worth the time and effort you put in to go get it. What you can do and what you should do is go to the men inside the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander General YAHANNA and get counsel from them. All right? All right, let's get back into it. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first. Right? That's what you're supposed to do. If you want a friend, you're supposed to prove him first. Prove that friend to be loyal. Prove that friend is actually somebody that you want to, that you can actually call a friend. What we do so often, man, is you find in the world, man, somebody just be nice to you. That's your friend. Somebody invite you to come over, let's sit down and eat. That's your friend. Man, that's not a friend, man. You should be able to prove a friend. You know what I mean? And that's what you do inside the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. I invite you to prove us, right? The scriptures say, try the spirit by the spirit. Try the spirit of the I.S.U.P.K and see if we are worthy of what you might call a friend. You know what I'm saying? See if the I.S.U.P.K is worthy of, you feel me, of being the stand-up organization that it says that it is. What I have found is that it is. You understand what I'm saying? And what I have found that I must also be. You understand? I got to be a friend. You know what I'm saying? And if I have somebody that is around me, that wants to be around me, I got to make sure that they are going to be a friend. Right? If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. Right? Be not hasty to credit him. Don't just tell that sister she your friend just because. You know what I mean? Don't just tell that sister just because she your friend, and tell that brother he your friend just because he being nice to you. He done brought you a sack of weed, and now y'all boom cool pals. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You feel me? Don't do that. All right, let's keep going on that. Verse 8. For some men is a friend, for some man is a friend for his own occasion, right? And that's how it is, right? Some people are just friends for your own occasion. It's been brothers that's to come into this class, sat in these chairs right here, right? And they did it for their own occasion. You know what I mean? You got to try the spirit by the spirit. That's why you can't just come in here and say you're going to be a trooper in the I.S.U.P.K. You got to be tried first. You got to be worthy of it. So if a brother in here that got ranked and got raised up to a 50 or got raised up to a trooper, that brother has been tried. We have tried him and didn't just credit him easily. You understand? So for some man is a friend for his own occasion, right? And will not abide in the day of thy trouble. So that sister you may call a friend and that brother you call a friend in the world, he ain't your friend, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes family ain't your family. You know what I mean? You might love your family, but what you find out in this truth is that your family really ain't your family. But they really want you to come back out in that world with them and start eating that pork, smoking with them. You know what I'm saying? Eating that pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, celebrate birthdays and whatnot, man. You know what I mean? Somebody wishing you a happy birthday or telling you to come celebrate their birthday, come to their birthday party. That's not a friend activity. You know what I mean? That's an enemy. That's an enemy. And that's a demon that they got on them. But you hugging up to them because that's your family. The hell with family. At the end of the day, the men inside, the brothers and sisters in the I.S.U.P.K, I say it like that. The brothers and sisters in the I.S.U.P.K is the first family. That's who you should be family with first. You know what I mean? Because these are the ones that's going to look out for you. How many times have you known, how often have you seen it that brothers and sisters turn their back on you in the world? You know what I mean? You can't do that. You can't do that, man. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right, that's good. We'll drop that. But yeah, man, y'all read the rest of the Ecclesiasticus chapter 6. That's a heavy one to talk about a friend. You know what I mean? Especially if you got kids and you want to teach them how to be a friend or teach them how to trust. So like Teach them how to be a friend and teach them how to find out if this person they're hanging around is their friend, using Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 is a good one. All right, let's drop that. And let's go to John chapter 15, starting verse 12. John chapter 15, starting verse 12. John 15:12 says this. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Right? This is Christ, right? We're talking about what kind of brother do you want to be? What kind of sister do you want to be, right? Christ is giving us a commandment, right? And this is the same commandment that the Most High God gave, that you love one another as I have loved you. Verse 13, greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Man, this is what you got to do when you come into the I.S.U.P.K. and you want to be a friend. You want to be a brother in the I.S.U.P.K. You got to learn how to lay your life down, man. You got to learn how to lay your life down for this, man. You know what I'm saying? And laying your life down includes up to death. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you got to be willing to put your life on the line. What do we do when we go to camp on Saturdays? We put our life on the line because we're dealing with all kind of craziness out here, man. You know what I'm saying? There's brothers out here. We are out here. The brother tell me this so often when I first came into the school, and he broke it down so well off the top. He said, "Man, we out here disrespecting folks' God. We out here disrespecting their God, man. Of course they're gonna want to shoot you. Of course they're gonna want to unalive you. You are disrespecting their God. We are disrespecting the things that, you feel me, they have been taught from a womb, what their mother said, their grandmama said, and we telling them that they're wrong for this. You understand? Because we disrespecting them, there is obviously an inherent risk to doing that. There's a chance that it's going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to make sure. So when we say we lay down our life, greater love, verse 13, greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. You have to be willing to do that. But that's not the only way, right? Also, you have to be willing to say, I'm going to stop celebrating Christmas. I'm going to start being a real brother to my brother. I'm willing to give up my comfortability to be a brother. I'm willing to I'm willing to be inconvenienced. That's the heavy part. That's the heavy part that we got to talk about. When you come into this truth, man, you're going to be inconvenienced. You're going to be inconvenienced. Look, man, we just getting through Hebrew Academy, man, right? We just going through Hebrew Academy. What do we do in Hebrew Academy? You understand? We've been sacrificing every single Sunday. Every single Sunday. You feel me? For what? We've been sacrificing every single Sunday to show that we are real brothers and to learn how to defend our brothers and learn how to protect our brothers and sisters. You understand? And learn how to be a brother. So if we have to go into a situation where we have to lay our life down, we know how to defend ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? So you being inconvenienced to bring this truth out. You being inconvenienced to raise up this nation. You being inconvenienced to do that. You got to be willing to be inconvenienced. Man, what happens so often and what we do as Judah, and I can definitely say this for Judah, I'm sure it's for the other tribes as well. We like to be in our own zone. You know what I'm saying? We like to be in our own space. We don't want to be bothered, man. Don't call my phone. Don't text me. I'm bad with that. I'm bad with that, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be talked to. Let me do what I'm going to do, and I ain't going to bother you. You know what I mean? Don't bother me. You feel me? I'm telling you, I was bad with that before I came to the truth. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I mean? Of course, I'd be outgoing or whatnot, but at the end of the day, nigga, don't bother me, nigga. Don't call me, man. What do you want? You know what I'm saying? But when you come into the truth, you can't be like that. You gotta see your brother. You gotta be brotherly. You gotta be brotherly. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be in this truth, you gotta be sisterly. You can't just see a sister and be like, man, I ain't trying to talk to that bitch. Fuck her. You know what I'm saying? So like, I cussed again. So like, you can't be like that. If you see a sister, you have to be sisterly to her, man. You know what I'm saying? If you have a problem with that sister, you need to get counsel, or you got to go address that sister. You know what I mean? Same thing for the brothers. If you have a problem with a brother, you need to go to that brother and address it. You know what I'm saying? You can't sweep it under the rug. You know what I mean? I did that myself. You know what I mean? When I first come in, I was sweeping things under the rug, Salaki. But I'm realizing with Commander Junior Hunter, when he did that Fighting Demons lecture, I realized like you can't do that. You got to be able to call a brother, pick up the phone and say, "Hey, brother, I ain't appreciate how you did me." You know what I'm saying? I ain't appreciate what you did, man. You know what I'm saying? And restoring that brotherhood makes you a better brother. It makes that brother a better brother. And what does that do for us all as a nation? That raises us up, man. That makes us better as a nation. But what happened when you sweep it under the rug? You don't get better. You don't build that relationship with that brother. You don't build a relationship with the brother that you feel like has offended you. You know what I'm saying? You don't build that relationship, and now you fought with this brother. And now, so like you ain't fighting with this brother, but I'm saying like you ain't built that relationship with him. And if you do have to go lay your life on the line, you may not be willing to do that. Nah, I ain't like how that nigga did me, man. I ain't trying, you know what I'm saying? Can't be like that, man. We gotta address the things that we got to address the things and address the wrongs when those happen to us. You feel me? Hope that makes sense. If I ain't making sense, man, stop me, man. Ask questions, man. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't making sense, I ask questions. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. You got to be willing to address a brother and say, hey, man, if this brother wrong me, you got to say something to him. You know what I'm saying? Pick up the phone and call him. Man, we got Facebook. If a sister wrong, to reach out to her on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And if she don't see your side, no sweat. Let's go to counsel and we keep it moving. Ain't no big deal. Man, counsel ain't nothing but a phone call, fam. You understand? That's a good conversation that you need to have. You know what I'm saying? It's a conversation that needs to be had. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's that on that. Let's get back to the scripture. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for friends. And again, it ain't just about like physical life where you killing, you know what I'm saying, unaliving, being unalive, but also being willing to sacrifice the things that you love, being inconvenienced, being having a hard time, suffering with a brother, even though you may not want to do something with this brother, suffering through it and being strong about it. You feel me? That's what you got to do, to lay your life down. Verse 14, ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. You want to be a friend of Christ, this is what you got to do. Verse 15, henceforth I call you not servants, for the son know not what his Lord doeth, but I've called you friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Let's go to verse I think that's all I wanted on that. Yeah, verse 17, these things I command you, that ye love one another. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be a brother, right? What kind of brother you want to be? You should be a brother that loves one another, that loves like Christ loved. All right? I'm going to hit y'all with this one. Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 17. Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 17. Let me pull up the Bible for that one because I want to see that one. Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 17. Jeremiah chapter 1. Now, again, we're talking about what kind of brother you want to be, right? Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 16. It's the Lord that says this. He says, and I will utter my judgments against them, touching all their wickedness, who have forsaken me, right? This is the Most High God. He says he will give his judgments to everybody's wickedness. You know what I'm saying? To all their wickedness, who have forsaken me and have burned incense unto other gods and worship the works of their own hands, right? You worshiping the works of your own hands, right? The Lord said he's going to have a judgment against you. So you shouldn't do that, right? Verse 17, this is the important. Thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise. Let's stop right there. What does that mean, to gird up thy loins and arise, right? If you still rocking with me, let's see if y'all still rocking with me. Y'all paying attention, man. Y'all answer my question, man. What it means to gird up thy loins and arise. No, I don't like that. What it mean to gird up thy loins and arise? To gird up thy loins and arise. This was a commandment from the Most High God. This is the commandment that God gave to Jeremiah. He says, thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise. What does it mean? So it says, stay ready, be ready. Definitely close to it. Definitely close to it. See if y'all got any other answers y'all didn't want to be given there. Stay ready, get ready to work or whatever is required. Damn right. Damn right. Damn right. Both of y'all got it, man. Both of y'all on point with that, man. Both of y'all on point with that. Most High Christ. When it says gird up thy loins and arise, that means you got to get ready out. It means you got to gird up thy loins. I don't want to be too graphic with this. You got to grow some cojones. You know what I mean? You got to have some cojones. You understand? So not only get ready and stay ready and be ready, but man, listen, man. Stop. So like, you got to stop being a bitch. You got to grab, you know what I'm saying? You got to grab your man, you know what I mean? Grab your masculinity that you have and become the man that you're supposed to be. You understand? You got to grow up. You got to stop being a little punk. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying not to be too rated R with it, right? It said, but you got to grow up. You got to be a man. It says, gird up thy loins and arise. Stop being a bitch. What happens so often is that you get so lackadaisical and you don't want to be confrontational and you don't want to be a brother that has a problem with everybody. So like I know you don't want to be a brother with everybody. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a brother and you want to be nice and you want to be kind and you want to be soft and gentle. Well, the Most High God said no. He says, gird up thy loins and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound thee before them. So the Lord's saying, if you don't be that man, if you don't embrace that bravery, right, that courageousness, if you don't grab a hold of that, you're going to be confounded in front of them, in front of the people that you're supposed to be going to talk to, man. You understand? So you want to be what kind of brother you want to be? Be a brother that's courageous. Be a brother that's not a coward. Be a brother that doesn't have excuses. And the same thing for sisters. Be a sister that's courageous. Be a sister that's not a coward, that doesn't make excuses, that gets things done. You understand? That's how we're supposed to be. We are supposed to be brave in our execution of our office. You understand? I know so often it happens, man. We just sisters, man. What we supposed to do? We just sitting here. Nah, man. There's plenty of things that y'all can be doing, man. There's plenty of things that sisters can be doing in the school. You understand? Right here in I.S.U.P.K, Alabama. There's plenty of things you be doing, man. We got clothing drives we trying to do. We got food drives we trying to do. We got, you feel me? We got all kind of things we trying to push right here in I.S.U.P.K, Alabama. Brothers be going to camp and come back from camp. We have to go and spend money to eat. How wonderful would it be knowing that we got a sister in the school that can bring some food for the camp? You understand? That can bring some food for us to eat after camp. Or if we got Sabbath service, bring a dish and bring some food after Sabbath service. That's an office that you can feel. That I'm telling you, brothers is going to most definitely appreciate. You understand what I'm saying? Knowing that you got a sister in the school that can sew some fringes. I ain't got to go to Nashville. I don't mean to be specific, but I ain't got to go outside of Alabama to do this. I ain't got to go to a heathen to have fringes sewed on my pants. I can go to a sister in the school that take care of that for me. You know what I mean? Be cool if you did it for free, but I understand things cost. You understand? But nah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it'd be good if the sister was able to do those things and make the life for brothers a little bit easier. Being able to do that is going to bring glory to your name. So I'm gonna tell you right off the rip. That's some real life top stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, gird up thy loins. Let me see. I think that's all I wanted on that one. Most High Christ. So yeah, verse 17. Shalom, Yahshua. See y'all in here. Most High Christ. Shalom, Yahshua. Let me see here. I appreciate that. Yeah. No, yeah, about not sitting there.
I had to think about it.
Both sides of Christ. Yeah. So yeah, Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 17 is like, therefore gird up thy loins and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound thee. All right, but yeah, that's what I want to talk about, man. Just make sure you gird up your loins, man. What kind of brother you want to be? That's what we're talking about, right? The topic of class tonight, if you haven't paid attention, if you didn't see it, it's like, let me say it like that. You didn't see the topic is what kind of brother do you want to be, right? That's what we're talking about, right? So we just talked about Jeremiah 1 and 17, where the Lord told Jeremiah that you got to gird up your loins and arise, not being a coward, right?
Right.
So the next one we're going to, let's go to First Thessalonians, like First Thessalonians chapter 5. First Thessalonians chapter 5. Mm-hmm. You got to read when you get a Bible shop.
God. It's the book of First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and the season, brethren.
Verse 12. It's like First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 12.
God. Verse 12. And we beseech you, brethren, to know that which labor among you and all over you in the Lord, and admonish you.
Right. So he says, we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you and are over you, right? So if you want to be a brother in the school, right, you want to be a brother in the truth, you should know the brothers that labor among you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You should know them that are around that serving the same army with us, serving the same military with us. You should know who these brothers are and know what type of brothers they are. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that. Keep going.
Verse 13. And to esteem them very highly in love for their works' sake.
Right. And to esteem them very highly. What does it mean to esteem them very highly? What does that mean? To esteem them very highly in love for their works' sake. What up? Oh, it's like, if anybody online want to do it, y'all can answer too. Shalom says, good to see you driving in here driving on the road. Christ. Tuning in for 4 words. Good to see you, sis. Shalom, y'all. Shema, about you, y'all shot. Good to see you, sis. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to I.S.U.P.K. Alabama. Yeah.
Come. So basically, they're saying respect that brother. You know what I'm saying? Or admire that brother. For his hard work.
How do you do that? How do you respect that brother? How do you admire him for his hard work? How do you do that?
By I say, from my perspective, how to respect, bro. I watch and observe the characteristic of what he do, how he carry himself.
Right. Okay. What do brothers do to esteem you?
What brothers do to esteem me? By basically showing me how to become a righteous brother. You know what I'm saying? Teach me the righteous way, other than just
Right.
The world set up, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or basically saying, give me the game, like, hey, if you do this right here, man, this can lead you down this road. But it's on you.
I mess with that. I got you. You gonna say something?
Come. Salaki, I would say take orders.
Good.
Take
Man, brother, back.
Right.
Tell them, just give them a little. I don't want to say praise. That's too Christian. But you know what I'm saying? I always talk to those. Thank them brothers.
Right.
For the work they put in.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? What am I trying to say? The word I'm looking for.
I think it's like I'm gonna cut you off. I think you said it. I think I know you say you don't want to say it because you're Christian, but really you damn near have to praise a brother. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because like every time we get done speaking, what brothers say? Man, oh, good speaking, not. Oh, good speaking. You know what I'm saying? And
give them props.
Yeah, give them props, right? Give them proper respect, right? Give them props, right? Like, and it's more than proper respect because I know multiple times I've been up there doing camp speakings and I done messed it all the way up. But the brother still say, good speaking. And you know what that do? That made me want to keep going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So that's the esteem very highly. It's like you esteem this brother, man. Keep going, brother. Good job, man.
Right.
The water was showing up class. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, keep coming up. You know what I'm saying? Keep coming through. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Come. Now we exhort you, not slacking, and be at peace among yourself.
Right, and be at peace among yourselves. Don't be trying to look to fight all the time, right? Don't be trying to look to have an issue with your brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't look to have an art with your brother. Keep going.
Verse 14. Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly.
Right. It says, warn them that are unruly. Let them know that, hey man, you going outside of what we do. You know what I'm saying? We got a protocol in this school. This is how we supposed to do things. Keep going.
Comfort the blend-minded.
Comfort the feeble-minded.
Feeble-minded. Support the weak. Be patient toward all men.
It says comfort the feeble-minded, right? What does that mean to comfort? Like, what does it mean to comfort the feeble-minded? First, you gotta know what feeble-minded is. What is feeble-minded? What it sound like?
The simple-minded.
That's it, right? So how do you comfort the simple-minded, right? and then also, right? Because simple-minded sounds like it could be an attack. It sounds like it could be offensive. And I ain't forgot y'all online. Y'all keep tuning in, man. I'm watching the comments. If y'all want to answer a question, keep tuning in. Keep putting your comments in the comment section. So, what does it mean to be simple-minded, and how is that not offensive, right? Because it sounds offensive, right? To be simple-minded. How is that not offensive? So I'm gonna let you go. What does it mean to comfort the simple-minded?
From my perspective, is learning how to deal with them at their own pace.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Just don't just, you see they are slow to learn. Just bear with them.
Right.
Eventually they will catch up.
Damn right. Get up out of here. 100%. That's right, right? Because this brother may not understand why we do this. This brother may not understand why we don't celebrate these things. It says comfort the simple mind. And show them, you know what, man, we don't do that because of this. You know what I'm saying? We don't do this because of that. You understand? You got to know how to address that. You know what I'm saying? Because it says comfort the simple mind. Comfort the people mind. Go ahead.
I wanted to go back when you said, what it said, warn them that are unruly. It's funny you brought that up. I seen Jeremiah. Yeah, I guess it was a class today or whatever he was talking about. If you better be acting right. Don't embarrass us at the pass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's your warning, right?
Yeah.
So do not embarrass us.
Right. Good.
You know what I'm saying? That's funny,
right.
That's good because you getting brothers to know this type of mindset.
Right.
We in pass. So,
right. Good.
This ain't all fun and games. You know, we gonna have fun. And,
right.
Stuff like that, but we're still on the serious note.
Yeah, right. Still being militant in how we do stuff. Right. And then I saw Joe Muhammad say this too, right? He was talking about, he said, it was a little short. I don't know how I found it short. He said, if I come to the Passover and I see your rib, or I see one of your ribs or your rib outside sad, what's she gonna do? She gonna pull me to the side. He gonna ask her what's going on, and she gonna say, well, I don't want to know. He in there in the party with his other rib, and they rejected him, like, you know what I'm saying, keeping her out. He said, well, what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna tell, he's talking some brother, Captain Zariah. He didn't say Captain Zariah, but some other brother. So I'm gonna tell them to get you and your rib out of there, and you are kicked out of the party. And then when you call me, I don't know what happened, brother. I don't know what happened, bro. So he is warning the unruly right there. You know what I'm saying? So damn right. Yeah, that was a good one. I had to share them. All right, keep reading, Bubba. Where we at?
That was it. You want to keep going?
Patient toward, be patient toward all men. If you want, what kind of brother do you want to be? You should be patient with brothers. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about comforting the feeble-minded, being patient toward all men. You know what I'm saying? Every brother inside the I.S.U.P.K, you should be patient with that brother. Learn how to deal with that brother. You got an issue with that brother, pull him to the side, call him on the phone, and let him know what is going on. This is the problem I got with you. I need to address this with you. You know what I'm saying? Having a conversation.
Right.
All right, drop that. What time we got? We're decent right now. Let's go to Philippians chapter 2, starting at verse 1. You got it.
Come. This is the book of Philippians chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
If there be therefore any consolation in Christ, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels and mercy, verse 2, fulfill ye my joy,
right?
That ye be like-minded and have the same love,
right?
Being of one accord, of one mind.
Right. So this is how you're supposed to be. If you want to be a sister or a brother, what kind of brother you want to be, what kind of sister you want to be, you should be of the same mind. Right. We should be of the same accord. We got one spirit. You understand? We all have that one West spirit. You see the shirt? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the brothers. No cowards. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the brothers. It should be one accord. One mind on the same page. You know what I'm saying? We all got to be together on this, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come. Verse 3. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory.
Right. What is vainglory?
It's like vainglory.
What is vainglory? Y'all type it in the chat. Y'all still rocking it. Type it in the chat. What is vainglory? What is vainglory? What is vainglory? Right? What is what is it? Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory. What is vainglory? What is vainglory? So said attention for what you do. Sister Alexandra said attention for what you do. What kind of attention for what you do, right? Because we all want attention for what we do, right? But what is that wrong for wanting attention for what you do? Is it wrong to want to get respected for the things that you contribute, right? We just talked about you got to esteem everyone. So you close, what kind of attention, right? And that's heavy on the vain part. You know what I'm saying? That's heavy on the vain part. What kind of attention do you want? It says, what read it again for Bible shop.
This is Philippians chapter 2, verse 1. If there be therefore any consolation in Christ, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels and mercy, verse 2, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded and having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Verse 3, let nothing be done through strife or vainglory.
So we got a couple answers in the chat. Sister said, doing something to gain something. I can't say that. Because I'm definitely doing this work to gain something. You know what I'm saying? And that is righteous. You know what I'm saying? It's righteous to do something to gain something. It's righteous to sacrifice your life for this truth. That's a righteous thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It's righteous to want to have power, you know what I'm saying? Have wealth and things that are on the righteous side of things. You know what I'm saying? The sister said prideful, right? And I think that's a little closer to what we're saying. But I think prideful is vainglory. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, prideful attention. I would say it's selfishness more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have slack. I ain't gonna give y'all a chance. Y'all had a chance. Y'all want to answer.
No, I didn't have an answer. I would give like an example of this when you done.
Okay, was that correct? Yeah, I'll take that. Go ahead.
I would say what you consider boasting about yourself is pride.
Vainglory.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Vainglory, you know, like I do this, I do that, you know.
Right, 100%.
So that's what I feel like, basically boasting about yourself.
Boasting about yourself.
Yes.
Right.
What you have done, you accomplished.
Right.
That's what I think.
And not giving that spirit, not giving it to the Lord, not giving nothing to the Lord. It's all because of you.
Yeah, I did this all by myself.
Yeah, I ain't need no help.
That's mostly how people in the world are. 100%. The Lord didn't do this.
I did this.
I got up to bed. I worked hard.
Right.
I did the time.
Right.
And they always say I.
Right.
They never say he or him.
100%.
That's so that's my answer.
100%. Well, I take that. Go ahead.
I'm trying to give somewhat of an example. When IUIC did the Super Bowl blitz,
Right.
that's vainglory. What are you doing that for?
What are you doing that for?
Out teaching.
Right.
You just want to show what you did with your numbers. You want to. That's what you want to show.
That's what they want to do. Yeah.
And show a lot of purple.
I show a lot of purple.
So much damn purple.
I don't even want to wear purple no more, man.
A lot of Barney.
A lot of what?
A Barney.
Right.
And meanwhile, the I.S.U.P.K, we in Atlanta.
Right.
With the Mexican brothers and sisters.
Right.
Showing that we support them.
100%.
And that we, you know what I'm saying, that we got their back. But these brothers, they just want to march.
Just want to march.
Super Bowl blitz.
Right.
What in the hell? Super Bowl blitz.
I was trying to see if I could pull a picture up real quick, man. I couldn't find one soon enough.
Trying to figure out what did they accomplish? Nothing. Just showing people that you have numbers.
Vainglory. That's same like when they did it for what the brother name? Was it Kyrie Irving?
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah. When they did it for Kyrie Irving. What they do? Show the rich man that they stand with the rich man.
And they kept going the game.
Charles White. He dogged them out.
Charles White. Yeah.
Right.
Ain't nobody lose no money.
Right. Right. That's vainglory. What they do, that's vainglory for sure. And most of the Christ, yeah, I'm right. All right. Where we at? What verse we on again?
I'm still on verse 3.
Boom, boom, boom. Philippians chapter 2, verse 3. No, what? Philippians 2 and 3, right?
Philippians 2, verse 1.
Nah, go to verse. Yeah, keep going. Verse 3. Pick up, but in lowliness.
Come. But in lowliness of mind, let each esteem others better than himself.
Damn right. And that part right there is heavy because that shows that deference. That shows that humbleness. That shows that keeps that, man, I did this. Being able to esteem others better than you in lowliness of mind. That's how you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And not only to brothers that's over you, but even to the brothers that's under you. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you how many times when I came into the truth, I was a trooper. Brothers would say, man, you're going to do greater things than me. You know what I'm saying? Better things than me. You know what I'm saying? And they were raising, giving me that spirit. So I would keep pushing. I would keep coming. I would keep going. You know what I'm saying? Right. That part, being able to do that, that shows that you raising brothers up and esteeming brothers better than yourself. All right, keep going.
Come. Verse 4. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others.
What does that mean? Look not every man on his own things. What does that mean? What does that mean, Kunata?
From my perspective, we look at this verse.
I don't need your perspective. I need the perspective of the truth, my nigga.
Look not every man on his own thing. Basically, all his, I'm gonna say riches, all his possessions and stuff. That's what I'm saying. Right. You know, that's his own things that he have done, he accomplished, he bought. Right. That's his own things. Right. But if you keep going, but it said every man also on the things of others. Right. That's like having a brother that don't have as much. You know what I'm saying? But don't look over him of the things he have. Wait. Also on the
I was with you. I was with you on the first part. I'm gonna let him finish. I'm gonna let him get it real quick. You said, because you said he flipped it over. You know what I'm saying? He was right. He was right on the first part.
I felt a little passionate.
Yeah. No, but you good because you said it right? You said it. You said the first part. Look not after your own things. So what are you saying? You're not looking after your what? Say those things again. You said you're not looking after his riches.
All your riches, your possessions, and all that you have accomplished.
Right. You're not looking after your own.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you looking after other people's things. Like, let's just say, for example, just because you have this, you want to get what he have. Basically, I'm trying to see if I'm in the right track.
Well, the thing about it is, you just said that you don't look after your own riches.
But I'm looking at other people's riches, though. I want to have what they have. No?
You don't want what they have.
Oh, I said, I'm trying to grasp how it said, but every man also on the things of others.
Right. Every man on the things of others, right?
So that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it from my perspective, like, just because I don't really care about the things I have, right?
Right.
But I care about the things he have.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So
and what are you doing?
I'm basically, what's it? It's being, I'm gonna say, like, greedy. You know what I'm saying? No, not greedy.
Mm-hmm. This is what you're supposed to do. He said, let every man, what did it say? Read again. He says, let not every man on his own things. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. So you said it right. You're not looking after your riches and your possessions. You're not looking after your things. So what are you doing?
I yield.
Go ahead, Zoma.
Street terms, I got $100.
Right.
I'll make sure my brother got $100.
Yeah, right.
I'm straight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right. Yeah.
In other words, don't be so selfish.
Damn right.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know
My bad.
certain
Like,
people, they want it all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kind of like if I'm on it. If I'm kind of on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what you're saying is, like, you're not looking after your personal riches. Right. You're not worried about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't worried about getting rich. You're worried about making sure this brother getting rich.
So
you making sure this brother is getting the things that he wants, things that he needs, and helping him grow.
Right. So basically, I know I'm straight. I'm good. I got everything I need.
Even before that.
Even before that.
Even before that.
Even before that. Mm-hmm. But I want to make sure my brother's good too.
Even you said just because you said two, I'm saying even before you know you good, you making sure he's great.
Oh yeah.
You making sure that he got what he need.
Yeah, he got what he need.
Even before you get what you need. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't. It's like, damn. Damn. I was talking to Captain Barmouth earlier today, and he was saying, like, and just in a situation of, like, when you looking for other brothers, right? You know, the protocol in the school is what, like, you supposed to show deference to the higher ranking, right? You showing deference to make sure that this brother, if it's a bottle of liquor, I'm gonna make sure that he got some liquor first before I serve myself.
Right.
And that's the protocol that we have in the school, right?
Right.
But even in this scripture, we talking about with a brother that's not even over you, just your brother. You making sure your brother got what he needs first before you even worry about yourself.
Take care of myself.
Yeah, before you take care of yourself, you take care of your brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of spirit behind it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think I was gonna be able to use. I didn't think I was gonna have to use that conversation today. Yeah. All right. Let's keep going on that.
Verse 5. Let this mind be in you, which also in Christ. Yahushua.
Yeah, that's fine. How you want to say it?
Jesus.
Yahushua. Yeah, whatever you want to say. That's fine. That's it on that.
Go, cuz.
All right, let's drop that. We got a few minutes. Let's go to Luke chapter 17, verse 1. I didn't get a chance to read Romans chapter 12, verse 1 through 13, so y'all read that on your own time. We may use that. We may pick that up next week. We may not. I see if Konata's not going to teach that next week when he teaches class. Luke chapter 17 started at verse 1. We're going to spend a little time here, so let me get over there with you. Bobby, anybody got any questions, anything that y'all want to bring up? Let me know. Any questions, anything that y'all want to do? What I said, Luke chapter 17, right?
Verse 1.
Okay. All right, read that.
Oh, God. This is Luke, the book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Then said he unto the disciples, it is impossible, but the offenses will come.
It is impossible, but that offenses will come. Keep going.
But woe unto him
uh-huh.
through whom they come.
Right. It says it's impossible that offenses will come, but woe unto him through whom they come. What does it mean, woe? What does that mean, Kunata?
Destruction.
Damn right. I think you pay attention. He says, but destruction unto him through whom they come, right? So don't be trying to create offenses, right? Don't create offenses. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be impossible for those things. Again, it's going to be impossible that they don't come. You understand? Okay. But don't be the one that creates it. Keep going.
Verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
It were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck,
mm-hmm.
and he cast into the sea,
mm-hmm.
then that he should offend one of these little ones.
What are one of these little ones? The little ones are the young brothers in the school. Right. Those are the young men. When we was it's like I ain't gonna put you in there. When I was in the Christian church, they was teaching that I always thought the little ones was like kids and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But that's not even it, right? As you come into this truth, you realize that those little ones are the young men, the troopers, officers of 50s, officers of 500s. You know what I'm saying? Don't offend these little ones. Keep going.
Verse 3. Take heed to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If thy brother trespass against thee, rebuke him.
Right. Whoa. It says, take heed to yourselves. If thy brother trespass against thee, rebuke him. What that mean to rebuke him? What that mean to rebuke him? If your brother trespass against thee, what it mean to rebuke him? No, I'm asking y'all. Y'all got it too. What does it mean to rebuke him? Since you don't want it, I gotta ask you. Since you don't want it, what does it mean to rebuke him?
Basically, tell him, get away from me.
That's too Christian. That's real Christian.
That was very Christian.
That was real Christian. That ain't One West. What is One West? Think about it in the I.S.U.P.K. Think about what it means in the I.S.U.P.K. Somebody do you wrong. I'm gonna let them answer. I gotta get into it.
Give me that. He said, somebody do me wrong.
Somebody. Now you know what it's talking about. Go ahead. It's like what it means to rebuke.
You pretty much you going to that brother, let him know that he did you wrong.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
That's what
I was about to say.
I know you.
I wasn't Christian.
It's all good. Stay One West. Nah, yeah, but 100%. So said to correct him. I would say that, right? And I would have to caution the correction because if it's a brother that's over you, you ain't gonna tell Commander General YAHANNA you gonna correct him. You know what I'm saying? You gonna slack you, sir. Slow y'all best fuck that. I don't mean no disrespect, sir. But you are telling them what you did. That person has wronged you or that sister has wronged you, and you're going to address that. You know what I'm saying? All right, keep going, Bob.
And if he repent, forgive him.
Right. So if he say Salaki, he say he ain't gonna do it no more. Forgive.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
And if he trespass against thee 7 times in a day, and 7 times in a day turn again to thee, saying, I repent, thou shalt forgive him.
Damn.
Oh, shoot. You mess up 7 times?
Damn.
Damn.
And you know, like dealing with this, right? Like dealing with this in the truth, like in the Christian church. Oh yeah, you just don't sweat. I forgive you, don't sweat, because you wasn't really forgiving niggas. You know what I'm saying? In the Christian church, you was like, man, the nigga say he wrong. I apologize. No, I don't sweat. We move on. But now it look different now. You know what I'm saying? Because you're rebuking him. When you rebuke him, you push him off. You ain't mess with that nigga no more. Right. And you apologize. No sweat. I ain't messing with you. It don't matter.
Right.
But now, the nigga disrespect you 7 times, you gotta forgive him 7 times. If he's Salaki. Different, ain't it? I felt the same. I felt the same.
You wrong 7 times.
God.
I still gotta forgive him.
Well, read it again. Read it
Verse
again.
4. And if he trespass against thee 7 times in a day. And 7 times in a day turn again to thee saying, I repent, thou shalt forgive him.
Who said this?
Christ.
That's all I got to say on that, my nigga.
Christ is a humble brother.
He requires us to be humble. Yes. He said, we supposed to be the same one. Let this mind be in you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Yeah. That's why counsel is so important. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga, it's like if a brother offends you, you know what I'm saying? If a brother offends you, you got to take it to that brother. And if he don't address it, you gotta go to counsel with it. I don't know who that is. Oh yeah. What about him? If he used to say,
does it apply to this? Or?
If he say Salak and he repent, you gotta forgive him.
go ahead.
Okay, no sweat. But that's heavy though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to forgive. You gotta rebuke him, right? So, hey man, you must. Hey man, I appreciate it. If he says Salaki, you forgive him. Keep going. Verse 5.
Cool.
And what did the apostle say?
Verse 5. And the apostle said unto the Lord, increase our.
And that's how you know these was niggas right here. These was niggas right here. That's how.
No, we ain't scrolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
The niggas said they said the same thing we sitting there saying.
What?
You know what I'm saying? They said the same thing.
Verse 6. Verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord said, if ye had faith as a grain of mustard seed,
Mm-hmm.
ye may say unto these skimming tree,
Mm-hmm.
be thou plucked up by the root,
Mm-hmm.
and be thou planted in the sea, and it shall obey you.
Right.
Verse 7.
Right.
But which of you having a servant plowing?
And now, before you go, this is the heavy part, right? Verse 7 is heavy because this is what I want to get to. I think we got a little time. So we got a little time. We're going to go into this. Verse 7 through 10, like this is, period. Since I come into the truth, this is the best scripture I've read in my life. This right here is for me. And it helps me so much. And I think about this scripture so much. Verse 7 through 10, I depend on these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? I depend on these. Keep going. Verse 7.
Come. But which of you having a servant plowing or feeding cattle will say unto him by and by, when he is come from the field, go and sit down to meat?
Right. Now, you got a servant, right? Man, you got a house. You got this big old house. You got servants out here that's cutting grass. You got servants out here that's doing all these things, right? You got a servant that's out here plowing the field, right? Now, when he get done plowing the field, what you going to say to him? You going to say, go sit down and meat? Keep going.
Verse 8. And will not rather say unto him, make ready wherewith I may sup, and gird thyself and serve me.
Right. He says, make ready wherewith I may sup. That means make ready, make my dinner ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is your servant. You know what I'm saying? This is your servant. You're going to tell him when he get done feeding the cattle and plowing the field, you're going to tell him, go, hey, man, go and make my dinner, right? And gird yourself up and serve me with it. Go ahead.
Come, till I have eaten and drunken. And afterward thou shalt eat and drink. Verse 9. Do he thank that servant because he did the things that were commanded of him?
Now, when he does those things, right? This servant that had this servant, do you tell him thank you for doing that? Keep going.
Come.
I try not.
Well, I would say I'm going to start at the top. But
I'm going to do it.
Verse 9. Do you thank that servant because he did these things that were commanded of him? I try not. Verse 10. So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do.
Damn right.
Duty to do. Yeah.
So when you talk about what kind of brother you want to be, this is the kind of brother you want to be. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a brother that knows that the Lord told me I'm supposed to forget his brother. I gotta forgive. Lord tell me I'm supposed to keep the high holy days and keep the feast of unleavened bread. Right? You're supposed to and to answer the question about the feast of unleavened bread, what stuff you're supposed to get out of the house? You're supposed to get out anything that's got leaven in it. So like period. Anything that got leaven in it, right? Pop-Tarts, chips, whatever. Muffins, bread, all that stuff. You gotta get it out your house, right? Anything that got bread, anything that got leaven in it. Read up on what is leaven if you don't know, and make sure your items that have it don't have it in the house. You know what I'm saying? All right. So yeah, you select. I messed up on that. So when you get done doing those things and following those orders, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to say you are unprofitable servant. We have done that which is our duty to do. You understand? So even though I said, like, I'm looking for power, I'm looking for these things. You know what I mean? Even if I don't get my rate raised, I don't get raised up, I don't let that control how I feel about the things I do, because at the end of the day, I'm an unprofitable servant. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to teach class. I'm supposed to go to camp. I'm supposed to drive to Mississippi, drive to Atlanta, drive to Nashville, drive to Birmingham, drive to New York. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to do these things. That's what's been commanded of me. I've been commanded to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. I've been commanded to raise up the brothers that's around me. I've been commanded to be better than the nigga I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And that is why I say this is heavy, because it don't matter what I get out of it. At the end of the day, this is what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like what comes out of it should be this, but that doesn't control the things that I do. In the world, you ain't gonna do nothing until you get paid for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But in the truth, you do these things because this is what you're supposed to do. So that's that on that. Y'all got anything y'all want to say, man? Anything y'all want to bring out? Any questions? Go ahead.
That's heavy right there. You don't really, we ain't got that, you know what I'm saying? We outside the truth, you don't really have that mindset.
Yeah, right.
Right, I'm supposed to do. But that's, you know what I'm saying? That kind of, up in a black home, you kind of, you know, you should have kind of had mindset.
Right.
You gonna give me an allowance?
Hell no, you ain't getting nothing.
You're supposed to do that.
Right. 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So yeah, that's heavy. That's a good scripture too. That is a great scripture.
Yeah, I keep that one in my mind. I keep that in my spirit, man. That's a heavy one, man. But that's all I got, man. I'm 39. Y'all ain't got nothing else. We got the security else. Next week, I think I'm gonna put out a flyer. I'll let y'all know what we might have to be at the Brother Richard Shower Center next week, because somebody already got me on the room. But we might be. I'll let you know. We'll put out a flyer and let everybody know where we're gonna be at. Make sure y'all get ready for the Passover. Pay your Passover fee. You ain't paid your Passover fee yet. Make sure you pay that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what if they invite a friend? Do they gotta pay the Passover fee, or only if it's people in the school?
Every able-bodied adult that is attending the Passover must pay the Passover fee.
Okay.
And 17 years old and up, you must pay the Passover fee.
Okay. Thank you.
So yeah, that's that. Make sure you pay Passover fee. Passover going down in Atlanta, man. We turn it up, man. We're gonna be in there starting on the 9th. We got the lamb slaughter on the 10th. We're gonna die. We got General Muhammad class that night. So like we got trials on the 10th. On the 11th, we got the graduation party. We got the all-black party on the 12th. It's a big day. We got the Passover. And on the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. I'm saying we're going to eat unleavened bread. How long for? How many weeks? 2 weeks, something like that? 10 days? So about 2 weeks. About 2 weeks. We'll read it and tell you. But yeah, you got to eat unleavened bread. So get familiar with how to make unleavened bread. I make the best unleavened bread in my house. You know what I'm saying? So I look forward to it. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to it. With that, pass class to Officer Bernard Top the Doc.
It's a lot. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all get y'all jackets in too. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Start out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a newer brother and sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother and sister. There is another 6 months which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8, verse 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, Marash, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord give you. Give to treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation, the annual Passover, April 12th. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, scarf. And with that, we give one courtesy salute to the men of Israel. Men of Israel, Shabbat, Amaj, Barak, Yahweh, Yahawashi. We give one courtesy salute to the sister, men of Israel, Amaj, Shabbat, Amaj, Barak, Yahweh Shemal, Yahawashi. Class dismissed.
Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the I.S.U.P.K like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the I.S.U.P.K. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahawashi, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom. Shalom.